Players like Envoy, who were just one shot on that back arch's way, decided he needed to push or he was going to die. Pushes and gets great timing onto Zuma, playing in that back shack area, able to give themselves the man advantage. I just love the aggression shown and the adjustments out of the Huntsmen so far. You see Scump, knowing that a player was in that little shack, did not hesitate, did not rush it either. Waited for Formal to give him some assistance with that stun, able to take down Mac. Now they put themselves up 4-1 on the map. Like I said, the subliners, they need to be answering back. You have players like Zuma, players like Temp currently sitting at both 1 and 5. They need to step up here soon, man, before it gets really out of hand.
Look at Pristini. Look at this positioning. Has made his way up through mid-map despite the sniper presence from Attach. New York able to answer, though. Got a little bit scary for a moment. Chicago wanting to put what could be one of the final daggers of this series in. New York still on this offense. Have some map positioning that they still want to gain. By no means comfortable sight. Just in terms of what players that could be through mid-map, but they don't really care. They're going to toss up the smoke and actually make their way through arches, but Arcety's here. Temp, though, wants none of it. A motivated man coming into Champs. Has not historically had a great placement, but wants the opportunity to shut down one of the big dogs as far as possible. Temp wins a huge 1v1, but this could be Scump's opportunity yet again. Just sees that the bomb's been planted. Can he catch the edge of Temp? He does. Finds the first pick. Envoy, in the meantime, takes down Zuma. A 2 versus 2, in which the first engagement drops on in. Say goodbye to Mac. And it's all going to be on to Attach, who gets met by the nade. A 12-1 Scump will help silence what could have been the swing round for the Subliners, as Chicago now finds themselves up 5-1 in a much more favorable position in the King study. He is going off.
Mr. Game 5, Scump himself, man. He's been overall great in S&D throughout this entire year, but he's really showing why he's definitely stepping up for his roster and why he's one of the best search and destroy players on his roster. Clutching multiple rounds now. That was another 4v2 situation. These are multiple rounds that could have went in favor of the Subliners, but they just don't have that closing factor. Once again, they catch a couple players individually by themselves. Scump sitting at 12-1, showing why he's the king of search and destroy just in general. But there was one round away, man. So far, everything the Subliners have thrown at them, the Huntsmen have had an answer for it. But that's a good way to start if you're Mac, getting first blood on a Pristini.
Yeah, if you're the Subliners, it's just about trying to stay alive, trying to distance this one as long as you can. Any positive would do wonders. Scump 12-1. Can he keep up at same slaying pace? Pristini shut down early. His twin Arcety's as well. Cut down. Positive round early if you are the Subliners. You'll definitely take it, but at the same time, clutching by no means has been their middle name. 2 versus 5. We'll see what T2P possibly has up their sleeves, and it is in fact time to hunt, but it's actually Zuma who could be doing the hunting, as he, Mac, and Temp all together collectively are able to give the Subliners another round. And again, it has to happen here, right? We talked about it. You're down 5-1. Now you're down 5-2. Study, walk me through it, man. You've been in a number of different clutching situations. What is it like being in this moment? And what's the communication? What does the communication have to be like right now for New York?
Just one round at a time. So far, Attach's sniper hasn't really had the impact that he would like on this map. You know, not getting those first bloods when he needs to. And he's catching himself with a terrible weapon in his hands when he's going up against Scump or Formal with those ARs and sub duo. You know, if you're one round at a time right now, you need to win your first offensive round. You know, you need players like Zuma to step up, do what he does best, hit that flank. Also going to be able to catch a player in Pristini, trying to be too aggressive middle. And that's exactly the way you want to answer back. You know, just eventually work towards the man advantage. They've had it in multiple rounds so far. They just need to be able to execute and close out. They have a minute left on the clock. It's looking like they're going to try to commit this towards this A bomb site. But Arcety's in a great position that he's in, able to take down one and tie it up in a 4-4 situation.
But Arcety's indeed. The M4s from that top positioning could definitely start to rain down some terror. Temp looking to help try to be the entry man. The door opens, and the nade as well. Scump manages to stay alive regardless. Bomb site by no means open, if you want to call it that. Formal cut down. Mac able to win the first, and here comes the second engagement. He and Zuma together, combining well. Envoy Arcety's, though, Able to level the playing field. Another 2 versus 2 situation. Can Chicago clutch up again? Here comes the first. Envoy wins it, and there goes Archides as well. Chicago Huntsmen clutch it up again. A situation that did not look like it was going to go in their hands. It looked like it was going to be the Subliners. And Scump is letting them know he's not on land, but he is letting them know that he is in fact the king. 12-3, a huge clutch for Chicago toward the stretch as they stay alive and clutch out another game 5.